Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. All right, I'm working on these thighs of this doll here, and this one here has been sanded. I took her and I sanded the whole thing down. Looks beautiful now, and it's ready to be painted coming up here. It's really turned out quite nice. I'm really pleased with it. Now over here we have one that I'm still working on. I did do some sanding over here, but I do feel some of the lips on this here. So what I'm going to do is sand this part here on the camera for you, and I want you to see like how I do this, because some of you have asked. So how I start sanding. So just got to bite into it and just go with it. So anyways, I'm just going to start. Now I have been doing this, but I knocked a piece out that I didn't want to on here. I've been doing this a little bit, but the problem with that is that you can take some more off than what you want to, you know, but I try to level it off a little because it just stops you from having to sand all that off. But anyways, let's just stop that. It sands off really easy, all the same. It doesn't matter. I'm a lefty, so anyways, and I just start sanding, and it sands very, very easily. When you're done, a nice microfiber rag works wonderful on these to pull off any of the loose stuff. Like I do take a brush over them, but it doesn't take it all off. So a nice fiber rag really works nice to pull off anything that you missed with the brush, and it cleans them up really good. So I'm using a P180 sanding sandpaper, and there we go. Don't have any drinks sitting by. I've got open water, but that's for brushes with I use for what is it, acrylic paint, so not a big deal. Or I might have used like a water-based glue. All right. Now, one of the things I failed to talk about, what I got for Christmas also, one of my sons got me some more paint thinner with a paintbrush. And I showed him what I wanted. And I said, you can never go wrong getting your mama this, because I'm always needing paint thinner and brushes I could always use. He got me some other things too, but that was, you know, shop related, you know, for the dolls. So that was one gift I got for Christmas as well. And I'm always loving stuff for the shop, you know, so you can't go wrong with that. I gave him a bottle and a brush, and I said, if you're going to get me anything, here's the type of brush I like, and here's the stuff I like. And I said, you get it at Michael's. And he must have waddled his way over there, because I got it it was underneath the Christmas tree for me. So, from him to me. So, there we are. Yeah, I like to do circular motions because it really helps out with little little divots that you find, you know. So let's see where we're at. This brush I actually got for painting, and I didn't like the way it worked, and so I use it for this here, and it works out beautiful. You know, I find that my brushes do have a place in how they work, and yeah, you'll find out, you know, what brushes you like. When I first started, I asked people, what type of brush do I need? And they were giving me from squirrel to camel or to whatever. I don't know what it was, all these brushes were. And I use an acrylic beginner's brush. That's what I use. You don't have to go. You can even get them from the dollar store if you want to. And I have used them from the dollar store. I buy brushes from Michael's. I buy brushes wherever, not Michael's. Well, yeah, I buy them from Michael's, but what was the other one? Winners, I mean. I find brushes from there, you know, whatever suits your fancy. I even have brushes that are supposed to be used for nails, because they get these tiny little brushes, you know, that work just wonderful for decorating your nails. And you can get them right off of, well, you can buy them off of Temu or what's the other one, AliExpress. That's mine came from AliExpress. So just let you know, you don't have to go all pricey on your supplies. I cut where I can because I want the money to go to dolls, you know. And I know I got to buy some supplies. I make some money off my channel here as well, and I pool that all in there, and I'm able to buy stuff, and you know, too. So that's the good part about all this. You know, anything I make off my channel is strictly for dolls, and not used for anything else in my life. I don't need it for that. I just want it for my dolls, to put supplies back in, or to buy a doll. That's what I got to make an order to Doll Part Supply, but there's a doll I'm saving up for, so it's kind of a little bit of both going on there, and that's why I haven't made my order. I'm kind of like, oh, which way do I want to go, you know? But it doesn't matter anyways, because I want to be prepared when I see her. I have the money sitting there. I try not to use household money at all. I try to keep my this is what I do. Some of you have asked how I do things. I had a couple of emails about this. What do I do for when it comes to money for my dolls? And it's saving. I get so much. I get an allowance for myself. I give myself an allowance and for dolls, and it's not much, but it helps. And then what I make off of YouTube, I put that together. I channel it all together, and it comes out to be a nice little hefty sum, you know, to be put away, and it adds up pretty quick. So there's a doll I want. It's from the 1920s. I've been waiting for her. I've let a couple go by because I had too much going on, and money was going all over the place at the time, out for supplies at that time. And I saw two of them really close together at that time. And the first one was really heavy price. But the next time I see her, and she comes up every so often, I don't want to say who she is because she's going to be a surprise. But I want her. And I know she wants me. But anyways, as that may be, I'm going to get her. And so now I'm getting ready for supplies, though. I need supplies because I'm getting low on some things. Some things I can buy in my area. Like I was really happy to buy, I used some of my money, my doll money, for to buy the material for my Dopey doll. That came out of my doll supply money. See, this is just it. So when you guys watch my videos and give me thumbs up and comments, that helps my algorithm. And then I make a little bit of money on the side, and I take that little bit of money and I put it together, and I'm able to keep this hobby alive and, you know, not have to extend myself into my own finances. And I try not to do that. This is a hobby. I'm trying to just use a little, like YouTube gives me that allowance to have a little bit of money on the side, you know, and to help me out with more dolls, which is nice, you know. So, you know, it comes in handy, you know, the little bit I make, and I'm happy with it. I'm not out to make millions or anything. You know, that sort off of this hobby. That's not my thing. This is supposed to be about rescuing these dolls and saving them and bringing back their beauty. Make them gorgeous again. And that's what we're after. There we go. Now I want to make sure, can I feel that? No, I can't feel that. That's nice. But you know what? Sometimes I find what I feel and what the paint feels are two different things. So you got to be careful with that still. But usually I'm pretty good. You notice I do a lot of circular because it really gets the little divots out. You see these little divots, and you go, come on, move. And see, it's pretty much gone. You can go back and forth. Sometimes that will help. You can go this way too, but usually a little circular motion kind of gets that out of there. There we go. There we go. Well, that looks pretty good. We're coming along quite nicely. This was really bad in here. So now I see a little bit of a lip right here. You can sometimes just see them with your eyes. They just show up so right in your face type of thing. There we go. Yeah. My daughter's been buying these Red Baron pizzas, box pizzas from Walmart. They're not too bad. Just she gets the thin crust, and then she dresses them up herself. So that makes them even better. So Sunday we had one there, and oh, did she ever dress that baby up. Woo, that was a good pizza. And we also buy these, it was by mistake. We're supposed to get sausage rolls, but they didn't. Apparently Walmart was out of them. So I'm not going to say the name right. I'm hoping I can. Spanko La Pita, whatever. They're triangular, and they have feta, and I think it is spinach in them. Oh my goodness, those things are good. I make a dip for them here, and they're not bad. we really enjoyed them. So, Spanko Pita, or you're look it up, and you'll see them. They're not too bad. And we had that with the pizza, and I make, like I say, this dip up, and you can dip your pizza in it as well. And all it, this is my dip. I'm not a special cook or anything of that sort, so don't get all, I just buy this vegetable dip powder you can buy by Clubhouse, and I put it in some, what do you call it, sour cream. That's what I did. Mix it up, and I'll tell you, those things taste good when you dip them in that. And if you think you need to see the package for that dip, I'll show it to you if you need to know. Maybe it's a Canadian dip, I don't know. Maybe you can get it in the States or other places, I'm not sure, but you probably have something equivalent to it, And that's what we used, and we loved it, we just loved the world of that. Hey, when you don't have everything in the house, you find what works, right? Because I like my pierogies, and I use it for my pierogies, sour cream. But anyways, here we go. But anyways, that was a nice pizza. Well, there we go. It looks pretty good. I still think, okay, I still think though it needs some in here. Not too bad. Right in here. Oh, it just feels, you can feel it a little bit right in here, this lip. Okay, we're going to put some more on here. Just let it dry for a couple days, and I'll tell you, you're glad you did it in the end. So we're just going to put a little bit more right in here. There we go. Am I feeling anything else? And there's a little dippity-doo area right here, right in there. Yeah, that just needs to be filled up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Anywhere else, I'm just not. I'm going to put some more right in here. Maybe we can get that to. Okay. They're just little areas. Like, they're not huge areas anymore. I'm going to do some right in there too. Right here. Right in there. Alright, so I think that really covers that area up pretty good. Now, to show you what I put these things on, I'll bring my husband made these for me. And you take this here, I put it down here like this, and I rest it up in the corner of the leg up here. And that's what they go on. That's where my, that's where the hip is. Now I'll show you what the body is on. Okay, I got stuff coming with me, but okay, there we go. The body is on a paper towel holder, and I just use it, and I put this on there and let it sit on in the crotch of the paper towel holder, holds it up, and that's what that sits and dries on right there, because I got the shoulder being I did a little part on the shoulder. So that's what that is on right there. And that works really quite nice. Right, Mabel? That's my cat, Mabel. Right, Mabel? Get down from the table, Mabel. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope this helped a lot of you out here. You get to see some of the things that I do along the way. And now I got that done. I'm going to go back over my legs again and see if there's any areas that are risen up. Like I can feel one right in here. This right here feels to me like it's got a little bit of a raise. Yeah, right in there. Okay, we're going to put that on there. You can't get it all. There's no way of getting all of it. You just won't. There's just so much. It's just, unbelievable. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is sit out here and just sand these, pull off some of the paint that's lifting, and just sand these babies down. And that's all I could. This is water damage on oil paint. This is how oil paint will go if it's been in the water. And that's why I tell you it's a lot of water damage on this doll. She's just water damage. I did do some sanding on some of these others. So anyways, I hope this helps everybody out. You're getting a lot out of this here. This doll comes in many pieces and lots to work on in little areas here. But I love it. I'm enjoying this. And I hope you are too. Seeing her come to life again. And we find her character. And this is Priscilla. I'm naming her Priscilla. I hope you like Priscilla. And we're going to get Priscilla looking really pretty. Okay, well, thank you again for joining me. Leave me a thumbs up if you can, and a comment would be nice. I'll race to my computer to see what you have to say. And for those who have my email, keep emailing me with your questions, what you're doing and everything. Again, thank you for joining me, and we'll be coming back with some more of this wonderful doll, which I think should be a horseman doll, but I don't know. But anyways, thank you again. Bye-bye.